I'm Abiola Jackson. This is the Entertainment News and Celebrity Gossip TV. This is for Wednesday, June the 18th. In entertainment news, according to the Baller Alerts, we have some drama here from the Baller Alert. This is regarding 50 Cent ex Shaniqua Tompkins says he physically abused her in front of the children. So this is during a recent an Instagram live. This is shared by Live Bites. Shout out to Live Bites. Thompson accused 50 of both emotional and physical abuse while shedding new light on his long-running feud with Diddy. According to Tompkins, the abuse began while she was pregnant with Marquise. Because he was abusive, he still is abusive. She said when asked why she left the rapper. Emotionally, physically, is abusive. One of her breaking points, she said, came when he hit me in front of my daughter. Tompkins explained that the moment made her question the kind of example she'd be setting if she stayed. She also described another disturbing incident after young Marquise allegedly told her about another woman. She claimed 50 Cent beat the mess out of me. Additionally, Tompkins added that he turned around and blamed their son for violence and reportedly telling him, "It's your fault. I had to whoop your mother's bleep." So she continues on neighborhood talk. She's going to continue and she's talking about, she calls out Daphne Joy. That's 50 Cent's second son. He has a second son with his ex, Daphne Joy, Sayer. And Tompkins calls out Daphne Joy. You're going to hear this on the neighborhood talk. We'll get to that right now. Just hold on. Now, she does go on to say here, as you guys can see, she calls out Daphne Joy, and she says that 50 Cent's baby mama alleges he previously beat up Daphne Joy, says she was asked to testify in their domestic violence case, but she declined, explaining that Daphne shaded her. So Tompkins says she thought she and her child were superior over me, basically. So that's why she didn't testify on Daphne's behalf. Let's listen to her what she has to say about this whole ordeal. You'll hear it right here, right now, courtesy of the neighborhood talk. Let's just listen to that right now.
All know the Diddy trial is going on, and we all know my son's father is not happy with it. Like, he's not happy. But what Daphne is doing is indicative to her character. It was so it's been rumored and known for years that she has been a pole girl from um Vegas. Like, that's known. That's known. Um and he knew that when he beat her up in California, which everyone, he seems like that's just so buried how he beat her up. It was a domestic violence case in California. Um,
So allegedly, 50 Cent, he beaten up Daphne Joy, but yet he's trolling Diddy. He's trolling Diddy and mocking Diddy this whole time, but he's beating up women too. Allegedly beating up women 50 Cent. Hmm. I mean, and by trolling Diddy, you think you're gaining anything out of that? You're he's pretty much he's pretty much I mean, 50 Cent's no saint either. He's not a saint. Even when he's mocking and trolling Diddy and other people, it doesn't make him a saint. He's just as he allegedly is just as guilty. If this is all true, let's continue.
the we all know the Diddy trial is going on, and we all know my son's father is not happy with it. Like, he's not happy. But what Daphne is doing is indicative to her character. It was so it's been rumored and known for years that she has been a pole girl from um Vegas. Like, that's known. That's known. Um And he knew that when he beat her up in California, which everyone, he seems like that's just so buried how he beat her up. It was a domestic violence case in California. Um, we all know the when her office tried to contact me. Hey, y'all tried to contact me
Okay.
to
Right.
testify in that case. They contacted my child support attorneys for me to question me and to testify in Daphne Joy's domestic violence case, which I declined. I declined.
And can you blame her? Can you blame why she's? Can you blame her? If Daphne's shading you and she has this stuck up attitude that her and her son are better than you, and then all of a sudden Daphne's trying to reach out to you seeking help, why the hell would um Shaniqua Tompkins want to help you when you're have your nose stuck up your ass and acting like you're superior and better than Shaniqua Tompkins? Why the hell would she want to? Why the hell she's gonna want to speak on your behalf? So I'm glad she didn't testify on her behalf. I'm glad because um, you know what you do to what the wickedness that you do to one person, it'll come back and hit you where you least expect it. So she did her wickedness by a- acting a fool, acting all stuck up, thinking that her and her son are better than Shaniqua Tompkins with her nose stuck up so high, being aloof, acting a fool. She just acts like she's better than you, superior, and then you want her help. Yep. See, and that's the mistake that Daphne Joy made. You have that attitude, and you bring that demeanor, and now you're in a critical point in your life where you need help, and then the tables turn. The tables turn right on you. The tables turn on you. So I don't blame, like I said, I don't blame Shaniqua Tompkins for basically rejecting Daphne Joy's request to ask her for support in the domestic case. I don't blame her for rejecting that. I mean, you're on your own. In that case, you're on your own. You're on your own. You think you're better than me? Okay, then go. Then you're on your own. Then you're on your own. Do your own thing. Since you think you're better than me, since you think you're better than me, you're on your own. You fend for yourself. I don't blame her. Let's continue.
Which I declined.
What made you decline?
Um, as I'm a mother first and I'm a woman, but she, during the duration of the relationship with her and 50, she gave me so much shade and she was trolling me along with him. Like she thought she was superior. She thought her and her child were going to be superior to Marquise and I. So I said, I'll sit this one out. When her office tried to.
And good for her. Like I said, I'm glad she did that. Good for her. Kudos to her for doing that. So we're gonna go through the comments. A lot of people have a lot to say about this, and this is a good one here. The only Faith Maxine says 50 Cent doing all that laughing and all that laughing at Diddy, but he's the exact same. Facts. Tavi Baby 50 Cent burnt this woman's house down, drugged her for years, disowned her son, and Daphne thought it was cute. Now the tables have turned. I hope she stays in that same predicament. Others are chiming in here. They're saying, it says here, Daphne did in fact think she was special. Look at her. Look how a man does the other women he was with, he will do the same to you. Great point. Just remember, we've watched 50 clown and drag her on social media for years. She never said anything, so I'm happy that she's finally talking now. Calling her bitter, but 50 control post her and Daphne, but he ain't bitter. So that's the reaction that people had in regards to this. Like I said, I already gave my 2 cents worth on this whole thing. You know the old saying, whatever comes around goes around. Whatever comes around goes around. So you do bad to one person, wickedness will come back and harm you in another way, and in different ways. So that's basically the moral of the story, in my opinion. That's the moral of the story. That is the moral of the story. I mean, it's funny how life how life turns, how life is vicious, does a vicious cycle on you when you think it doesn't do that to you. I mean, life has a funny way of working things out and doing things when when you least expect it. Again, hit the like and subscribe button. More entertainment news, celebrity gossip TV. I have nothing else to say. That's it. Nothing else to add to this. If we get any more information on this, we will let you know. Until next time, peace and love.